Hey y'all, it's Rick here with Uncommon Communion, coming to you recording on Thanksgiving Day, not early in the morning like I did yesterday in the actual morning, but early in the morning where it's still night, meaning I haven't slept yet. But I'm keeping my voice down because people are asleep. My dog's asleep. I want to not wake anyone up, but I do want to send this message out to you and wish you a happy Thanksgiving and encourage you, model for you here in a minute a way to be grateful. Before that, let's begin as we always begin by recognizing, realizing, affirming, and being grateful, glad, and thankful for the fact that we are always and everywhere in the holy presence of the more and each other. So, as I mentioned in the most recent post, I am going to be including in the notes of these videos this week links to my posts exactly a year ago. So you'll find in the notes here my Thanksgiving post, which was my second post because I started this endeavor on Thanksgiving Eve of last year. You'll find my post for Thanksgiving. And there's a couple songs there. One is a classic song from the 1960s, late 60s, I believe, about Thanksgiving Day. And the second is by a singer who was well known in the 1970s about gratitude. So I suggest you check those out, as well as for the words that I wrote last year. Today, I want to do something a little bit different. I'm going to run through quickly a gratitude list based on what I have here in front of me. And I'm going to do this not so you might be grateful for these same things, right? You might. There might be some of these things that, kind of ring a bell for you, strike a chord, resonate. But I'm doing this not for that reason, but so that you might do this yourself, that you might take a look around one of your spaces, your room, your table, your living room, your bathroom, whatever it might be, and just look at item by item by item and say to yourself, to someone else, to a video, what you are grateful for as it regards that specific item, right? And I think this is a deeply spiritual practice because we, as planetary pilgrims, and if you also follow the way of Christ, especially, believe that the material, the world, the stuff, the things we can put our hands on are potential vehicles for the good, right? They are ways that we can see and realize and recognize the Creator in the creation, right? So I encourage you to do this. Now, just one ground rule about my list is this. Number one, it's just things. So it's not people or places. All right. And number two, it is also not about technology, with one exception, sort of. All right, here goes. So, in no particular order, here are the things right around me here that I am grateful for. Number 10, earbuds, right? Remember back in the day when you had those big, sometimes cheap and nasty things that you could listen to music through on the Walkman, things like that. Earbuds are so much better. I mean, they fit in your ear, so nice and tight and snug and awesome. Number two, Lego. I dig Lego. Now, I wasn't really that into Lego when I was younger because it's kind of expensive. And back in the day when you just kind of had to create and you couldn't follow steps, I just couldn't do that. But nowadays, there is nothing like putting together the blocks and seeing the shapes and coming up with cool things like that cute little dog. All right, Number 8 is fidgets. This is one I got from a vendor at a book fair, no doubt, no less. But I just think it's so cool to just have something in your hand to kind of play with, to look at, to feel. For me, that is profoundly grounding. Number 7 is reusable water bottles. I love these because I like water. I like to be hydrated. I like to know that no matter where I go, I can have a beverage. Reusable water bottles are the coolest things, y'all, especially ones that have good tops that you can clean easily. Next one is hoodies, especially zipped up ones. I'm not a huge fan of ones you got to pull over your head because they're often kind of tight at the neck. Wearing glasses, got to take them off. I like cardigan sweaters. I like zip-on hoodies because they're comfy and cozy and easy. Next one is essential oils. I've kind of gotten into these lately and I just love smells and aromas. And I have a nice little water burner here that really makes it kind of pleasant, being able to blend and enjoy. Next one is floor lamps. Can't see it, but there's a floor lamp right over here. I'm not a big fan of overhead lights. I just feel too bright. You can't really move them around. They're just there. Floor lamps are awesome. You move them where you want and you're set. Next one is Columbus Crew. Now, those two flags behind over there are Columbus Crew flags, black and gold. Also black and gold for Steelers, also a fan. Just so enjoy the crew and the good times that I've had these last 2 seasons, especially with my friend Mark. So shout out to Mark. Next one, and we are in the home stretch here, is a clock. And not just any clock, but this one. It's analog. And I have been previously doing trainings in rooms that didn't have clocks on the wall. That's changed now. But I would bring this clock along, put it in front of me so that I could very easily tell the time. And then the last one, y'all, is glasses. And not just this pair of glasses, but this pair of glasses, because these are my regular glasses. These are my computer glasses. I'm not wearing those right now, but they definitely help. Now, maybe again, some of these are things you are grateful for, and that's awesome. Maybe I gave you some ideas. But y'all, I really recommend today and maybe every day, especially when it's dark and cold and wet and we're in the holidays now and there's stress and expectations and urgency and all of that, right? Maybe just take a minute to look around where you are right now and see if you can find 5 things in particular that really you're grateful for and that you could articulate, like I just did, why you are grateful. All right, y'all. You can put those in the chat if you'd like to share some of them with me. Let me know how this activity, this practice goes. And most of y'all, I hope you have a wonderful Thanksgiving. Wonderful, right? That you can find wonder and grace and goodness however you celebrate. And recognizing that this is a unique holiday because unlike Christmas, even, kind of more like New Year, but unlike Christmas, it's a secular holiday, right? So everyone is doing something and celebrating in some way. So I hope it is a wonderful one. Let's end as we often end. God grant us the serenity to accept the things we cannot change, the courage to change the things that we can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Thy will, O God, not ours, be done. All right. Thanks, y'all. Blessing and good. Be gentle, be well, and hold fast, y'all. Thanks.